We're talking today about the job creation pattern in Egypt and its evolution over time using data from the establishment censuses of 1996, 2006, and 2017. It's the very first time that microdata from these establishment censuses, especially 100% samples of these censuses, are made available to researchers. So it allows you to give a very detailed view of the growth of employment and job creation at the industry level and also at the geographic level. So we find that the top 10 industries in terms of job creation in Egypt tend to be highly concentrated in the trade and distribution sectors and tend to be jobs that have fairly small enterprises, tend to be generally of a more informal nature and also not hiring very qualified labor. However, if we that's on the one side, the negative side of the ledger. On the positive side of the ledger, we see a major return of the so-called missing middle. The small and medium enterprises, which had been growing more slowly than either the micro on the one end and the large on the other end, are now growing more rapidly. They're absorbing more workers and creating more jobs. And these enterprises, on the contrary to the kind of the overall tendency of smaller and more informal, they tend to be more formal, slightly more productive, and also hiring more educated workers. So that's a silver lining that is promising, if it continues, to improve the quality of job creation in Egypt and improve productivity of these jobs. On the geographic side, we see an improved distribution of job creation around the country from a regional perspective. Upper Egypt, which used to lag behind and suffer from very slow job growth, is now the fastest growing region in terms of job creation. We also have Alexandria and the North Coast are also quite rapidly growing and increasing their share of job creation. The Greater Cairo region is declining slightly from its dominant share in the past, and but the region that is suffering the most in terms of increased job is the Suez Canal region. The third major finding is the major decline in manufacturing. Manufacturing was contributing about 1/3 of jobs in the private sector within establishments. Now its contribution is only about 1/5. And that major decline in manufacturing is really bad news and needs to be reversed. And very special policy efforts need to be made to return manufacturing to at least what it was, or slow its decline. And that is what affected the Suez Canal region, because it's a highly manufacturing dependent region. There are a number of other promising industries for job growth. They include financial services, they include information and communication services, they include what I call tradable services. These are the business process oriented services using communication technology for export. And we also potentially could recover the tourism industry, which has suffered quite badly in the last 10 years.